All right, gang, how does owner financing work? In this training course, I'm going to show you how does owner financing work, where to find owner financing properties, and why would any seller want to sell their home via owner financing? You may be asking yourself, because that's the question that I was asking myself. So again, in this episode, I'm going to talk about where to find owner financing, how does owner financing work, and more importantly, why would sellers want to sell their home owner financing? So let's start with number three first, okay? Why would sellers want to sell their home owner financing? Because the other two parts are going to make more sense, okay? Now, owner financing, in the business that I do, as Mr. Investor, I buy houses from motivated sellers. I am like the pawn shop of real estate. Not everyone needs a pawn shop, okay? Only a select people go to a pawn shop, okay? Now with eBay and Craigslist and 5 Miles, those kind of websites have kind of shrink down the pawn shop business, but you get the basic idea, okay? Why would people go to the pawn shop? Well, because they are motivated, okay? What does that mean, okay? What that means is that they may be going to a divorce. Okay, since 50% of the population in America is divorced, you can see that that creates a big opportunity for buying homes owner financing. Another motivation can be is that there's a death in the family. Okay, another motivation can be that people have job transfers and they're moving to a different state, okay, and they can't afford to make two payments on a home. uh, Another reason to be motivated is because they lost their job or their company went out of business. So as you can see, there's a many types of variation of motivation. I go for days and days and days, like firehouse, a house burned down, or house doesn't pass inspection, or what have you. But the important idea is that you have to understand why would people sell via owner financing. And number one reason, the primary reason that people will sell for, is because they're motivated. Okay, and there's two types of motivation. There's financial motivation and an emotional motivation. Financial motivation means just exactly that. They're behind on payments and they can't make the payments anymore. They lost their job. Emotional motivation is the ones that I love to buy. It means that the seller may not be behind in payments. They may not have any financial problems. However, they have emotional problems. Okay, maybe they're going to a divorce. They could both afford to make the payments on the house, but they don't want to deal with the house anymore because of the divorce. So that's an emotional problem. Maybe their parents passed away and they could afford, the house, but they don't want to go into the home because it has bad memories. So that is called emotional. Now, both categories, emotional and financial motivation, are gold mines, but I usually find better deals with emotional motivated sellers versus financial motivated, because there may not be as much equity in the property, etc. Okay, or what have you. I'm just giving you one con. All right. So now we almost are finished up with talking about why people are motivated. Okay, why would sellers sell their home via owner financing? Is because they may be emotionally motivated, they might be financially motivated, and they don't want to deal with the problem anymore, and they're just willing to entertain a different type of offer. Okay, now let's talk about number two. How does owner financing work? Okay, there's not let me define what owner financing is, and before I do, I want to let you know there's two types of owner financing. Just basically everything boils down to two types. Now there's many variations of them, but to simplify it, to zoom out, there's two types of owner financing. You talk to a seller, they own their house clear and clear. That means there's no debt on the property. Okay, that's one type of owner financing. The other type of owner financing is that you market, you meet a seller, and they have a mortgage on their home. Okay, which means that the bank, they owe money to the bank. Now you're gonna find a lot more of these versus the ones that are free and clear, because in America there's only about 30%, 33% of people that own their house free and clear. So 70% plus don't own their house free and clear. Okay, 68%, 70% don't own the house free and clear, and that's why the ratios are, like I said, more sellers are willing to sell their home with mortgages in places. It's a structure owner financing like subject twos, wraps, master lease options, rent to owns, etc. Okay, but to come back to the story, how does owner financing work? There's two types of sellers that may have different types of situations. They own their house free and clear, or they have a mortgage. And the way it works is, for me, what I do is I market to motivated sellers. Okay, and I'll get into how to find motivated sellers in a second. But I market to motivated sellers through Facebook, Instagram, all types of stuff. Marketing plan that I have and I share with you guys. And then sellers call me. Once they call me, okay, I filter them, I gauge their motivation, and I give offers. And depending on what their situation is, if they have a mortgage, then we do strategies like subject to, creative financing, wraps, etc. And if they don't have a mortgage, then I just do a straight note with them. Okay, and the way it works is that the bank is not involved in the transaction. I don't go to the bank. I never go to a bank. I never go to a mortgage lender, mortgage broker. I'd never apply for a loan. I never use my company EIN number. I never use my personal social security. I never sign a personally note. I don't do any of that stuff, okay? What I do is I have the seller of the home finance me. That's right. Now, why would the seller want to finance me? That was the reason why I explained why sellers would do that at the phase one of this conversation, because these sellers are motivated. Some of them are emotionally motivated, some of them are financially motivated, but either way, they're motivated, and that's why they're willing to do it. And my job is to just dig, to know where to dig or where to go fish for these type of fishes, okay? Which brings me to point number 3. Where do you go to find owner financing? Okay. Now, if you guys have any questions about, how owner financing works or anything like that, just leave a comment and I'll get back with you. If not in this case or in the next session that we guys have. But the most important part of the equation is to know where to market for owner financing deals and how to negotiate owner financing deals. Many of my students and many people that submit deals to me, I have on my form to ask them, did you give an owner financing offer? And they say, no, I didn't give an owner financing offer because I don't know how to structure a deal. I don't know how to present the deal. Well, guys, see, that's problem number 1. If you never give owner financing offers, you'll never get owner financing deals, okay? And 2, if you don't know how to negotiate that, you don't know how to structure these deals, you don't know how to present that to the seller, well, that's a major problem too. Great news, guys. My no fluff negotiation acquisition system does exactly that. It focuses on owner financing. Now, this course, you can download it right now for 97 bucks. It retails for 500 bucks. I have 19 for sale, and that's it, guys, okay? It has over 21 video training on how to give offers, how to structure deals, etc. And the point of the story is that if you're not giving offers to get owner financing, you'll never get owner financing deals. So the very first step is to give offers. And many of you guys don't know how to give offers for owner financing, and that's why you need this course, okay? Many of you guys don't know how to structure deals in owner financing. That's why you need this course. Many of you guys are scared and so on. That's why you need this course. This course is, I would say, 80% tailored on giving owner financing offers, and the other 20% or 30% is for buying houses at a deep discount. And the way I do it, and I teach it in this course, is I go into it with both options. Okay? I don't want to get into it too much because I want you to download this course, but I don't just do one offer, okay? And this course will show you how to do my offers. I'll go into it. So anyways, guys, retail is 500 bucks. Right now, for the first 19 people, you can get it for 97 bucks. 97 bucks. There's over 21 video training hours of negotiation, acquisition, mastery. It doesn't matter if you're new. It doesn't matter if you're a professional, okay? Many of my professional students that pay me the thousands of dollars, they get into the Alchemy Stone class where we do automation funnels, or pay me the big money for coaching, they don't know how to do owner financing. They might have done over 100 fix and flips. They don't know how to do any owner financing offers. They might have done 50 wholesaling deals last year. They don't know how to do any owner financing offers, guys. I specialize in owner financing. That's what I primarily do, okay? And I love buying houses where I just step in the seller's shoes and I just take over their mortgage. I don't have to go to a bank. I don't have to pay all the junk fees of closing costs. I'm in total control. You know, I win on the amortization chart because that seller may own the home for 5-6 years, and they've been making all the payments that at first goes towards the interest reduction because of the amortization, and I just jump in the later years and I get all the benefits. When I start making the payments, I'm making more payments towards the principal versus the interest because the first few years the sellers were doing that for me. So there's a lot of advantages into it. If you want to buy houses owner financing, I would highly recommend getting the no fluff acquisition course. It teaches you how to negotiate and how to give offers and how to structure these deals, exactly what I do in my business. Okay, now if you guys want more information on how to market, how to cold call, how to generate leads, all this stuff, I do have my mother course, and my mother course is humongous. It talks about everything under the moon and the stars, all types of real estate investing options, master leases where you're not even owning the property, you're not responsible for fixing the ACs. All you do is just sublease the property, you lease it for someone and you sublease it out to someone else. Okay, very, very profitable cash flow account. Okay, I teach you how to do wraps, master subject twos, so on and so on, guys. How to do cold calling, how to answer the phones. You go on MrNoFluff.com and check out the mother course. It's got tons of positive reviews, and you can see all the chapters that's in the course. It's like 121 chapters, guys. Okay, it's weeks of training. Okay, this is the only course you need. That's why it's called the mother course. Okay, and then if you want to increase your negotiation even further, then you would just go ahead and download the No Fluff Acquisition Negotiation course that I have right now. You can get it for 97 bucks. All right, guys, versus the 500. It's a smoking deal at 500. Without a doubt, I could easily sell this course for 1,500 bucks. All right, guys. So, anyways, coming back to the story, how do you find motivated sellers? Okay, that's one of the most important part besides the negotiation. Negotiation is the second part. Okay, so to get the domino to fall, you got to work on lead generation, where to find these motivated sellers. And then the second part is the negotiation, which is I have the course for you guys. Okay, now in the mother course I talk about many different ways to find motivated sellers. Here's just a couple I'm gonna just shoot out with you. Is one of the first places I like to find motivated sellers is called the expired MLS. Okay, what that means is home sellers hired realtors that listed their home and the property didn't sell. I don't know why it didn't sell. It didn't sell for many different reasons. They didn't pass inspection. The realtor may not have been good. They might have overpriced the property. Maybe the property, was fugly, etc. Okay. Now these sellers still want to sell their home, but no one wants to buy it with a retail buyer, and that's why me and you creates a great opportunity because we're fishing at a pond. Okay, we're fishing at a pond that is closed and all the fishes are there. We're not going to a new place to try to find fishes. Okay, they're already there. That's why it's the expired MLS. They already try to sell their home and we just target them. It's the easiest sell ever. They want to sell their home. They have already identified themselves. Now imagine you want to do direct mail, or you want to do letters, you want to do bandit signs. You would have to spend thousands of dollars and thousands of hours just to get the sellers to identify themselves, to raise their hand and say, look, I'm interested in selling my home. Okay, but you've already bypassed that stuff. That realtor did that for you. Okay, but they couldn't just sell their home. So do you understand the advantages of bypassing this whole step of having sellers to raise? So the expired MLS is a very powerful way. Now, the goal is to find the seller's contact information, like their social media information, their emails, their cell phone numbers. And I teach you how to do that in my Alchemy Stones training. If you go to Mr. No Fluff, click on the store, and then click on the Alchemy Stone training. Is one of the most advanced stuff out there. I teach you how to do automation. I teach you how to find advanced skip tracing services, how to find the seller's information, their family information. I teach you how to do everything in autopilot, where you are doing the sales, you're doing the closing, you're doing the market, all with the click of a button, versus you do actually pick up the phone and do cold calling, or you do, spend thousands of dollars sending out letters like, everyone else talks about. I don't spend any money on marketing. I spend money on follow-up, okay, guys? That's it. My marketing is free or almost for free, like my virtual assistant book that I just had, and I told you guys you should download it, where you can generate leads for like less than a penny, guys. Why would I pay someone to generate leads and spend thousands of dollars on Facebook? Okay, but I will use Facebook for follow-ups. Okay, when somebody comes to my website, then I start tracking them and I start marketing to them, and I teach you how to do that in the Alchemy Stones class, guys. So if you're already advanced, or the Alchemy Stones class is for successful people. So if you don't have no money, you're broke, then just get on my Mr. Investor blog and get all the free content that I provide, because I give away 90% of my stuff for free for you guys, because I want to help you guys make money without you even giving me any money. Once you make money and I can help you and your family, I am very confident that the good guys out there and the good girls out there will come out and reinvest into me and into yourself to help you get to the next level, which is having your stuff working automation, having people work for you where you're paid $120, $150 a month, etc., guys. Okay, so now we talked about what is owner financing, how does owner financing work, where are some places to find owner financing deals. If you want to know more places, then definitely get on my Mr. No Fluff website. I have multiple products there to help you find motivated sellers. Definitely check out my Mother course. It's one of the best real estate courses out there. It's 121 chapters, hundreds of hours of video training, dude. It talks about everything you want to know about follow-up, sales, automation, master leases, subject tos, wraps, everything you want to know, guys. Just go check it out. At least check it out. You have nothing to lose. Just look at how many chapters it is, and it's from A to Z. It covers everything for you. I sell it for $1,500. You could get it for right now for $497, guys. All right. Anyways, we talked about what is owner financing, how to find them, and why would sellers want to sell their home owner financing. And when I first heard about owner financing, I was like, I didn't believe it. I thought, man, why would somebody let me just take over their house payment, right? Why would they do that? Okay, but it was 2006 fourth quarter, 2007, 2008. The banks that were all dried up. I knew it was the greatest time to get into real estate because the market had crashed, and no one would want to lend me money. And I only had a couple $100,000, and I didn't want to just go buy one or two properties. I wanted to buy a lot, so I wanted to just put like 10 grand, 20 grand down, what have you. But no one was lending me any money, right? And so what I did is learn about owner financing, and just like most of you guys, I thought, hey man, this shit doesn't work, dude. Who's gonna want to do this? So I did my first deal, which is I put bandit signs out there. Some home seller called me. He worked for the city. He was a city worker, and they were going through a divorce. And I said, look, man, let me just take over your payments. I give him an offer. Like, I show you how to do it in my No Fluff negotiation acquisition system that you could download for $97. They accepted it. I went to closing. I didn't have to go to a bank. In less than a week, I owned the house. The house is in beautiful condition. The previous owner has done major updates to it. They put a pool. They did all the flooring. I didn't have to do anything besides just clean it, okay? And that was it. And voila, I bought the house for myself because I thought, hey, why don't I try buying it for myself first and see how it goes? I moved into it. A few years later, I turned around and started renting that property out, making massive cash flow from it, multiple hundreds of dollars a month. And then I went to property number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and so on, okay? And I didn't believe it till I took action, guys. Now, it's okay if you don't think people are willing to sell owner financing, but if you look around, many people have bought houses owner financing. Look at this guy right here. He's like, hey guys, believe Mike. I don't know if you guys can see this little bird right there. Anyways, let me see. There, he went down, guys. Anyways, he said, believe Mike. Get off your ass, take some action, and make shit happen for yourself. Hustle and bustle. Don't forget the negotiation, No Fluff negotiation I have going on for $97. Go ahead and download it. You're not gonna regret it. Remember, the crash is coming. Take massive action now. See ya.